Hi, and welcome to Home-Based Business Review. I'm your host, Carl Douglas. And today, I got to tell you, I'm pretty excited because this gentleman we're about to interview is a legend in this business. This is Wesley. Wesley, how you doing?
Man, absolutely great. Living the dream, man. Let me tell you.
I love to hear that, man. I think a lot of people need to live their dream. Some people don't know what a dream is because they work so hard they can't see it.
And man,
So tell me, I know you with Epic Trading, and I know you're one of their shining stars. We're going to pick your brain for a minute because I want to share some information with some of the people who want to start their own home-based business. Tell me, what did it take to be successful in a home-based business, and why did you pick Epic International?
both good questions. Well, first of all, I think the first one is the most important one, right?
Yes.
It's what does it take to make it in a home-based business? It's, a lot of people, I say a lot of people want to own a business, but don't want to do the work that it takes to be an owner.
Hmm.
So the first thing it takes is mindset. It's being committed to the cause. I like to say it's like opening a donut shop. In the beginning, there's going to be a little rough. You got to get up, you got to open the doors, you got to sweep the floors, you got to wipe the tables, right? It's you. But then what happens is all of a sudden people start to hear about your donuts and you become something. I think that a lot of times we come in expecting this huge explosion and forget that there's work to be done in the beginning. Mindset is everything, and remembering why you're doing it. Your why is what gets you up in the morning. Your why is what makes you go and do that extra overtime because you got a birthday coming up or a kid that you want to do something special for or someone you want to send through. Your why is going to push you beyond any limit that you might have thought you had.
I love
So
that.
I think that's first.
What was your why?
My why, honestly, I wanted to buy a house and I wanted to find a way to be able to work from home. I got laid off during the pandemic. I was working at Hertz
Okay.
and I got laid off during the pandemic and I didn't know what I was going to do. Like literally, but I know I wasn't going to sit home and just try to collect unemployment. That's not my nature. I mean, I like working, you know what I mean? But end of the day, I started doing DoorDash. I'm delivering groceries and I was doing pretty good, $1,500 a week or whatever. But the point was, you know, I wanted something because I still felt I was on the fire line with everything that was happening in the world with Corona and whatever. I really felt that I was on the fire line and I didn't want to do that anymore. So when I saw an opportunity like this where I could sit at home and make even more money and helping people, it was a no-brainer for me. I mean, honestly, it was like, man, I couldn't believe what I found. It's like I found a pot of gold. I'd never seen anything like it. Some people may have been familiar with different. I've been a part of different um, uh, business opportunities before, and it always felt different. When I saw this, I really felt that I found magic.
I love it. I love it. I believe that you believe in what you're doing, and for people who wants to make money in any type of business, you have to believe in what you're doing, right?
Absolutely.
So Epic Trading, it's about forex. It sounds complicated when you mention the word forex. It's $1 trillion business a day, which is great. Explain to me if you understand how the bank system works, because that's what got me interested
Okay.
in this particular company.
And that's a good question. Like, right? You say, what do you know about money? And most people, we come from a mindset of 401ks, T-bill accounts. We let our money make money, and we think in terms of I put 10,000 in the bank and I get 6% interest. Well, what happens is you have the investment bankers, right, who take this money and they invest it in the forex. So when you make a deposit loan like that and you put the money in the bank, you're actually have to sign documents when you open up that account that you're allowing them to trade that money. See, so what they're doing is they're trading your money and then giving you a fraction of the interest on the money that they trade, right? So you don't see a big shift either way. But think about it. If you give me $10,000 and I'm investing in the Forex market, right, for a year straight, I have no problem giving you a 6% return. I mean, like, really? I can tell you, I did a recent example. I wanted to test myself because, Bitcoin was all the rage, right? Everybody's Bitcoin, Bitcoin. So, and they got all these different opportunities. And so I did this thing where I invested in Bitcoin through a phone, an app on the phone. I don't know if I'm allowed to say the company, but I invested in this app on the phone. I put $350 in there, safe, secure. I look at it in the morning. Well, I woke up the next morning and it was $387. I'm thinking like, wow, it's pretty cool. I made $37 while I slept. But as an experiment to myself, I also had taken just 40 cents, 4 dimes, and I placed it directly in the Forex in Bitcoin. And the next morning, I made like $91.26 off of 40 cents. So this platform, which I invested through, right, where I put my money in this safe fluctuate, I probably got a fraction of a percentage of interest. So it doesn't fluctuate much down, doesn't fluctuate much up. But when you go into the Forex market, it's a 100% profit. You take 100% of the risk, 100% of the gain. So imagine if I made $91 off of 40 cents, imagine how much they made off my 350 overnight. See? So Forex is really where the magic is. It's direct into the market. It's skipping the bankers. And like, well, even when you do like 401ks or whatever, they're taking that money, they're going into the Forex. They're playing with the big money, the big boys, right? And then they're giving you a thank you percentage. Hey, appreciate you, buddy. So the Forex is doing it yourself, getting in there and making it happen.
I love it. I love it. Now, Epic International LLC, they're a university online that can teach you what you should. Well, you shouldn't, but if you have the money to do it, we're talking about $72,000 to go to Harvard, but for what they charge is a fraction of that, and you also have other benefits when you go to the university. Let's talk about that for a second.
So the way I like it to get like this, right? So I liken it to a gym membership. I mean, yeah, you can have the greatest gym in the world, right? But it's going to mean you have to go and convert your garage. You got to buy the weights. You need a trainer. You need all these different things, right? Same thing, like but now in this, what we do is we charge a subscription. So it's $135 to sign up, but understand what you get for that $135, and you point it to it. Forex education is a $72,000 education at Harvard, right? So what you're getting is you're getting a $72,000 education, right? We have hands-on trainers. I mean, we have literally 7-year-olds over here trading, 94-year-olds over here trading. It's really just copy and paste because we have master traders who actually sends us out signals throughout the day. And it sounds all confusing at first, right? And I remember I first, I'm like, that's just too much. That seems like it's all these numbers fluctuating and whatever. And I just didn't understand how simple it was. But the master traders literally tell us what numbers to put in what line. You put this number here, that number there, that number there, and press the button. Boom, voila, money, right? This is all that we're doing. And our master traders walk us through every step of the way. Now, there are those who really take to the university and really study this stuff and can go all the way to master level. I mean, like I said, we have hands-on trainers, we have live trading sessions, and then some of our communities we get on 200 or 300 people at a time and all help each other through it. So what you get for the value of $135 actually exceeds what I think is offered in most conventional education forms. Because you have a community behind you, right? Let's use the gym analogy. It's like in this case, instead of you just having the awesome gym set at home that you spend all this money for, in this case, you pay $135. And not only do you have all the state-of-the-art equipment, but now you have a community of people all cheering each other on, pushing each other on at the gym, helping each other to reach that next level. And that's what we do.
I love it. I love it. So my understanding, there's 3 ways to get paid here, right? With this Epic International compensation plan as well. I love the fact that you can start off with, like you were saying, a dime or 4 cents, find it under your couch or whatever. And you can take that and trade it. And some people can take 1 dime and make $20, $30 off of that 1 dime. That's what's the average I'm hearing. Am I correct?
Yes, the average is, let's start you off at 10-cent lot size, right? That means a 10-cent investment, and teach you how to make an average of $30 to $50 a day. But now what we teach you first is how to set up your demo account, where they give you like $10,000, monopoly money, just so you can get the feel of the market, learn how to do it, so you can play in this account for a few days, just so you see how simple it is. And then within a few days, the whole syllabus is only 2 weeks long, right? Okay. If you wanted to study his syllabus, but within a few days, you can actually go into a live trade with 10 cents to make $30 to $50 a day. Then the following week, We want you to go for $50 to $100 a day, and then upwards from there once you find your comfort zone.
Now, I understand some people are doing $1,000, $2,000, $3,000 a day.
Oh man, I've seen some stories. I can tell you, I've seen this one guy. It was about a month ago now. But he's more experienced and his wallet was a little bigger. And so he followed the trade alerts. He put in 8 trades for $50 a piece. That's a pretty big number. But in 20 minutes, he made like $36,000. I mean,
Wow.
so imagine, right?
Hmm.
That's what we teach you to do. Is first find your comfort zone before you start to go in deep. But it's so simple. A 7-year-old can do it. I mean, like literally, we have a 7-year-old doing it right now. She's so cute, and she's serious too. She ain't playing.
She's making money, yeah.
Man, she made $100 the other day, and she was all, "Hey, look, I made $100." I mean, she's doing it. Yeah.
Yeah. Isn't that special? That's special.
Oh
So
yeah.
tell me, we understand that those two parts of learning how to get paid in the compensation plan. One, once again, was uh, copying and pasting the signals. Second one was learning how to do trading. Okay, going through the syllabus and learning how to be a trader yourself. Okay, then the third plan of action here in the compensation plan is team building. And tell me about that.
Oh, that's the most exciting part for me. They call me the master builder, right? I mean, here's I'm gonna tell you this. This is what I say. I remember the first time I looked at trading, and I compared. I said it's like seeing a pregnant man, right? Because it fascinated me. I'm like, are you serious? Is this easy to make money? Like I thought about all like making just 20, I mean $30 to $50 a day. I thought my mother being a single mother, raising 3 boys on her own. I thought about how many times she needed, an extra few dollars to give us lunch money or gas money to get to work in the morning. And how if she had known this, like literally, she could have made that money just, in a matter of 20, 30 minutes. It doesn't even take a lot of time. It's like it's hidden right from view. So when I saw it, I'm like, oh my God, like so my point is, when it comes to building, the key for me is finding people who really want a life change, not people you want to change. It's a big difference. People who really want a life change, who are looking for something new, right? And then the awesome thing is this. This is what I love about it. I built my team and I make a residual paycheck, which I'm currently making $2,500 a week, right? And I mean, I make that by showing people what I found. I mean, like I'm excited to show it to them. And when that spark comes on, when they see what I saw and their eyes light up and they saw the pregnant man, it feels good to know that I call the church about money, right? It's like I feel good that I've invited them to something that's going to change their life. Because more important than the money is the knowledge. It's the generational knowledge. It's the fact that you will never forget that you saw the pregnant man, and you're going to tell that to everybody you know. And in that, it just all starts to grow, right? And the beauty again, it's the church about money. You bring people in here, everybody's loving each other, everybody's getting money, and the next thing you know, you're making these ranks, and it's just crazy. But relationships, relationships, relationships. I tell you, man, it's just been an awesome journey. Awesome journey. The most amazing thing in my life.
Oh, I love
I've
it.
never seen anything like it.
I love it. You have to have fun and enjoy what you're doing. And people love to be around people who are happy and having fun. So I love that. Tell me about a little bit more about that compensation plan. I sign up, it's $135, right? Somewhere in there.
Right.
And when I sign up, uh, I'm from day one or 24 hours, I'm copying and pasting and I'm making $50 to $100. And I can do that pretty much every day. And if I make an extra $1,000, this is the average person who's looking at this saying, if I'm gonna pay $135, when am I gonna get my money back? Well, you can get your money back in 24 hours. Uh, just keep doing it. That's the key. Disclaimer here: you won't make any money if you don't do anything. You know, so don't say that hey, it didn't work for you. You didn't just never did anything, and your uh, reflection of what you make has a lot to do with how much you put into it. That's a disclaimer. Okay. Now, let's go from here. I'm paid $135. I love what I'm doing. I'm going to share it with my cousin, my brother, my sister, all my good friends, whatever. not the ones in the bucket like the crabs want to pull you down. No, I don't want to talk to any of those type of people.
Yeah.
But those who keep an open mind and say, hey, I'm only making this much money, or I'm at home not doing anything. Time's going to go by anyway. Let me go ahead and learn something new. These are the type of people I'm looking for.
Oh yeah.
Am I understanding that correctly?
Absolutely.
Okay, so explain to me about that. Explain to me about uh, the compensation plan from 3, and where did that take me from there?
Okay. So the way it works is we don't do like the student loan deal. You don't have this whole contract, right? But what we do, it is a subscription basis. So it says $135 per month. However, once you refer the first 3 people, your subscription, your education, your $72,000 education is now free. Right? So imagine going to Harvard. They say, hey, just refer us 3 more students who you would like to see make a life change, who would like to also come to Harvard, right? I mean, I'm thinking we all know a couple people like to come to Harvard, right? But
Oh
if
yeah.
you can find 3 other, you got 28 days. If you can find 3 other people who would like to come to Harvard, then we'll give you your education for free. You'll get all the signals, all the education, all the master traders, the trades alerts, and everything. You'll get all that stuff for free. Now, right? So here's the magic. They then have the ball in their park. They're given the same option as you. Hey, tell you what, if you bring 3, we'll give you your education for free. So then they look around in their world and they say, well, who would they look in their world who would love to have a $72,000 education for $135 and learn how to make money from home and avoid Corona? Who do they know in their life that might be laid off and looking for a great opportunity? They say, you know what? Here, I'll start up John, Sam, and Pam. Well, guess what? Here's what I love about this compensation plan. This is why they call me the master builder. I love it, love it, love it. John, Sam, and Pam, remember, because I signed up one guy and he brought his 3, well, now I get credit for him plus his 3. So in our market, we don't have to go sell something, upsell something, resell something. It's simple. I invited John. John invited his 3. His 3 invites his 3. Next thing you know, I look up, I got 15 people down that one chain. And all those people count for me, even though I don't know them. And so we just sustain those legs, sustain those ranks, and the compensation goes bananas. I mean, it goes bananas.
Okay.
Absolutely.
So tell me about how much money I can make if I brought 3 people who bought in 3 and so on. Tell me about those levels.
So the first earning level is a 5 on the first leg. Give me an example I just gave you, right? I brought on John. John brought 3, and and 3 of those brought 2. So that's 5 persons on what we call the first leg or the first organization. And then there's 5 needed in the second organization, and then just 2 needed on the outside. Now, what is that? It puts you at an earning rank of $150 a week, right? $600 a month. Your car notes covered. Your car notes covered. You got a free education now. Now you're driving a free car. I mean, like, really? And I can tell you, in 2 weeks, I had actually skipped a rank and made it to the following rank, which is $250 a week. And I'm thinking, like, wait a minute, hold up. In 2 weeks, I'm making $250 a week. That's $1,000 a month, $12,000 a year, right? I'm saying, okay, there's something to this. I mean, like, really? I mean, for just $135, 12,000, it's not a whole bunch of money. Like, you didn't get rich overnight, but at the end of the day, that's my car note plus a couple of bills. So I'm like, oh yeah, this is nice, right? And then it was like I guess about 3 weeks after that, I was making $500 a week, 2,000 a month, $24,000 a year. And that's when I kind of plugged in. That's when I really can say I started looking around. So what is this? Like, what have I found here? I mean, that's minimum wage income for some people, right? $500 a week. I mean, some people are sitting here going through unemployment and whatever, been laid off, and they're waiting for that much to come from EDD or somebody, right? I'm thinking like, wait a minute, this is something good. 5 weeks later, I guess I was 3 weeks in, 3 months in, right? Towards the end of November, I was actually earning $1,250 a week. That's when I knew I would never work again. I mean, like literally, it had been 3 months in, 1,250 a week, 5,000 a month. It covers my bills, right? I said, yeah. That's when I knew I was through DoorDash and I was through putting myself on the front line, and I had found something magical. And it was on January 9th, actually 4 months in. I joined on September 5th. So here it was on January 9th, 4 months and 4 days to the day. I actually hit what we call, what for me is within the magic rank. I hit that rank, and where I was making $2,500 a week, $10,000 a month. And I just sat there and like, wow, like this is unbelievable. I mean, because the reason why I love it so much is I make more based on the amount of people I help. I
Okay.
mean, what more is there to it, right? I mean,
Yes.
the more people I can help to learn the magic of what Forex is and how life changing it is, and the more people who I can help to reach an earning rank, the more they pay me. Like, really? You're going to pay me for this? I mean, I would do this anyway. I want everybody to know. I want to tell everybody what I found. Man, come see the pregnant man. But you're going to pay me to do it? Oh, man, yeah, I love it. So, yeah, I had 800 people in 3 months. I had 804 people under me, right? Huge network of people just loving on each other. Absolutely amazing.
Now, I see you in the back office there at a higher rank. Talk about that.
Well, I mean, the thing is, I'm looking to hit my next rank here soon, but it's a give and take. Because one thing I will say, it's sort of, you made the analogy over earlier about going to Harvard, right? I mean, it's one thing you can pay for a Harvard education all you want, but if you don't go to class, then it's not going to do anything for you. And you're not a victim of Harvard. I mean, hey, if you paid for a class to go to school and then you don't go to class, then yeah, you're not a victim. But some people do. They turn a molehill into a mountain. They see obstacles where none exist, and they forget to have the excitement as they share what they found. And so they come overwhelmed. So your numbers fluctuate. Those are the people who just, they drop out of school, right? It happens. That's the nature of life. And so the numbers fluctuate. But the main thing is, yeah, I'm very close to hitting the next rank, and I'm excited about that. That will put me actually under the one who brought me in, lady by the name of Miss Carrie Amy. She brought me in, and she's currently right there. So we had this fun where we chase each other past the rank. Like I passed her for a minute, then she passes me, and she's currently at the rank where she's making $5,000 a week, $20,000 a month, and so I'll be happy to hit that. I haven't hit it yet, but I'm there. I'm on my way.
I love to hear this. And we did interview her, so we do have her in this channel. So those of you who are listening, you can go back and listen to Miss Amy, and she's given up a lot of nuggets as well. Uh, Once again, this is Carl Douglas from Homebased Business Review, interviewing this gentleman here. His name is Wesley. Wesley is a master at recruiting. Wesley, tell me, what did you do? What are you saying to get these people to sign up? There's got to be some kind of magical something, the words you're using.
Well, you know what? I'm gonna tell you what it was in the beginning. I would ask a simple question because I think everything is simple, right? I don't want nobody to sell anything to me. I'm looking for people who want what I want. So the question I had was real simple. Hey, if I told you there was a way that you could spend $135 today, and that in a few short weeks of following my instructions, you will begin to make $150 a week, $600 a month. The cost of your car, for every car you ever drive, is that something that would interest you?
Mm.
They say yes. Okay, let me send you a link, then I'm gonna show you how I did it.
So when a person says no, they're not going to qualify for any more of your time.
Right. Or well, it depends. And see, that's the person who's going to be a long-term problem, right? I don't want to convince you. I want to invite you because if you really want what I want, it's like I said, when you see it, it's gonna spark you. Like, whoa, what? You gonna do what? For 135, you're gonna give me 600 a month. But where they doing that at? Right? That's the person I want to talk to. Here, let me send you this link, then I'm gonna show you how we do it.
Love it. Love it. So you send the link that way. Do you do the three-way calls as well? If you do, tell me about that, how that system works.
Three-way calls are where the magic are. It's one of those things that I think it's not utilized as much as it should be. Because here's this. I know me. I always say, how would I recruit Wesley if I wanted to recruit somebody, right? I'm always looking at somebody as if they're Wesley. And I'm trying to speak to them in that term. My thing is this, I know Wesley, I'm gonna have a few questions, not doubts, but questions, because I want to make sure it's gonna work for who I am. And so the three-way call is where those questions get answered. I think where it happens a lot of times where people get in their way, they come in, they learn the material, and then when they're talking to family and friends, which I don't personally suggest, right? That's a roadblock I think that people get themselves into. But what they find themselves doing is trying to prove how much they've learned, right? And they get in the way. So the three-way call doesn't happen because the truth of the matter is when you're recruiting somebody, they're listening to you, they're looking at you, and they're wondering if they can duplicate what you've done.
Right.
And if you come off as too intelligent, if you give them too much information, it makes them feel like, wait, I ain't ready for all this. This is going to be too much. I'm not going to learn all the pips and dips and switch and twitch. It makes it seem like it's work. They're not having fun with it, right? So the magic is definitely in the three-way. It's being able to answer those questions, but also here, it's the same thing. Here, this is the example I like to use, right? I can tell you right now, I say, Carl, man, I know this great girl you would love, man. She's really an awesome woman. She's got a lot going on. You know, she's perfect for you, man. Man, you ought to give her a call, right? So I give you her number. Nah, you may or may not call, depending on the personality, right? However, it's a big difference if I call you and say, Carl, man, you know, I just met this chick, man, and she reminded me of so much of you, man. This is like the perfect woman for you. I know you, man. I know how you are. I know how business minded. This is a woman, man, that I know you will. Matter of fact, hold on. And I call and get her on the phone, right? Number one, it's the tone in my voice. The excitement I just showed made you feel like, man, who are you talking about? You're excited to meet her because I'm excited to tell you about her, right? It's the tone, first of all. But now I've made it easy for you because guess what? Damn. When I get you on the phone, it's, hey, Jennifer, check this out. I got my buddy on the phone. Man, look, I know the kind of guy you like. I know what your struggles have been. But this guy, Carl, let me tell you a little about this guy. I mean, he's amazing. He's got it going on. He's sharp. He's business minded. Man, he's everything you ever thought you wanted. I ain't gonna try to sell him to you. I want you to meet him. In the meantime, Carl, man, check out Jennifer. Now, let me tell you, this woman is educated. She's sharp. She got her own businesses going on. Man, look, I'm gonna let y'all exchange energy, and then I'm gonna let y'all exchange numbers. In the meantime, y'all need to say hello, and I'm gone.
Gotcha.
It's now, whether you wanted to be in this conversation or not, you are. You find comfort. Next thing you know, you're on the phone, you're laughing, you're chuckling, you're exchanging numbers. You have just met somebody that's going to change your life. That's the magic of a three-way call.
Love it. Love it. So right now you're doing three ways, and you're also referring people to a conference call, and the conference call system seems to be working as well, right?
Sure. So the Zoom, we do a lot of Zooms in our community. You know, I will say we have a community of maybe about 7,000 people. So we're doing opportunity calls, we call them, throughout the day, reaching out to different segments of the market, those who are interested in the building, those who are interested in the trading. We kind of lead with different types. But, what I'll tell you is this, though. The bigger the audience on the Zoom, the less personalized it feels. So I personally like to do Zoom. Like, my team will call me. One of my teammates say, hey, man, I got like 6, 7 people. They want to hear the presentation. I'll throw an impromptu Zoom together and make that presentation, because now it's like a three-way call with 7 people. I'm able to answer the questions that they have. I'm able to interact with them on the level that, they understand. And so it's a little easier. When you got 300 or 400 people on the call, sometimes a question gets overlooked, or a person doesn't feel it doesn't feel personalized. So I like the small private Zooms, smaller Zooms personally. But yeah, we do a lot of those.
I love it. I love it. You know what? I have to say this to my audience, that I'm sure you guys are taking notes, because it's that important. He's covering things that's going to help you no matter what company that you're involved with or what you want to do. It's a good idea to learn from those who are making the money. That's important. If not, you'd be sitting there trying to figure out, how can I make the money? How can I sign up people? Who should I approach? Wesley is giving us some nuggets here. Definitely go back and rewind this video if you missed something. Wesley, we're hitting that 30-minute mark here, and I'm definitely invite you back, because it's some other things we want to cover. We want to hear from you. Okay, I understand you're a very, very busy person, and we just appreciate your time, my friend. We really do.
Absolutely.
Okay. Once again, guys, this is Carl Douglas from Home-Based Business Review, saying thank you for watching our interview for today. If you have any comments, you know what to do, and just get in hold of us. All righty.